You know, sometimes I think to myself, why do I do this? Why do I do this shiznix live? Why do I do it raw? Why do I do it unscripted? I never used to. I used to write things down, but now I just keep notes in the cranium. Okay, let's cue this. Let's cue this thing. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we are live. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. Let me adjust my screen. Okay, and let's see. Do we have the thumbnail? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, we don't. That's cool. That's cool. Let's bring one up. Let's bring one up that we used before. Here's one I made earlier. Okay. Let's see if we can get some visibility on that. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for now. Hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Live and unscripted. Okay, and it's 351. Or is it 352? What is it? What is it? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Okay. Let's what is that there? What is that there? Okay. Let's close this down and let's do the sound check. First things first. Okay, let's have a look at this thing here. I mean to change the thumbnail also. Hold on. I need to change the thumbnail also. Hold on. Okay, it's good. We're good. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Okay. A diary pennant. I would like to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder next. Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. How's that going to work? Hasn't he got an appointment? Has Joshua not got an appointment? An appointment with a date with destiny. He's got a date with destiny. He's got an appointment. He's got an arrangement. He's got a meeting. Part 2 with Alexander Usyk. Okay, so let's do the roll call. First things first. We got the Kal-El, bright and early, up in the building. This should be interesting, very interesting. We're going to be looking at a number of things. Whole heap of things, Akokosbaga things. Hold on a second. First things first, let me drop the link in the chat. Okay. I do this for you people. I do this for the people. Let me tell you, after work, I had to get my own little workout in. Came home, ate my meatballs in a rich tomato sauce with garlic and red onion. And I couldn't, green peas. Yeah, I don't normally have them with green peas, but I put some green peas up in the mix. And then, Raphie got a little bit greedy. That would have been enough. That would have sufficed. But, I had some rice with it. And that almost put the Raphie to sleep. Almost put me to sleep. You know what I mean? So the eyes may look a little heavy, keeping the hoodie down so you don't see the heavy-lidded eyes. You don't need to see that. The John Daly up in the building. Warp drive activated. Absolute more. Salute to the Raid Combat Radio Nation. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and hit the bell icon. Stay updated with news and notifications. It sounds a little like this. Okay. Holodeck in full effect. Well, there, Jay, if I'm interested in fighting Wilder. Wilder turned up the chance. Yes. Okay. Oh, we got the Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. Okay. Yeah, big up all yard massive. Okay. Good to have everyone up in the building. Okay, so let's get into first things first. Hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. What did I say up there? Okay, it's time. Okay, let's do this thing. Sounds good. I haven't had meatballs in years. I had a traditional lobs course. What is that? What's lobs course? Enlighten me. Or is that Welsh dish? Is that traditional Welsh dish? Okay. Yeah, meatballs spicy. Well, not really spicy, but you know, Raphie has to add things. Raphie has to add his own special, little mixture on the thing. Nicing the thing up. Okay, so what we're talking about today, Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Have they sold out? Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte sell out Wembly? Question mark. You know, the Raphie put the question mark in there for a reason. Okay, so we're going to get into that, but of course, there's more to the show than just simply that. You know, we're going to be touching on different things, a number of different topics, current topics. You know, the Raphie should have shared this. He should have shared this with the masses on social media prior to going live. But you know, the Raphie, sometimes you just want to do the thing, just press the button and go. When I started this thing, I wasn't sharing this thing all around. You know, people who were subscribed and hit the bell icon would get their notifications. But, as time goes by, it's trying to, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to share over here. Share. No. What about the old days when you just press go. Start the show. Yeah. So we're going kind of retro. I ain't shared it nowhere. Probably share it after the show. But I just press go. Let's do the show. Okay. We're going to be talking about Canelo also. Canelo Bivol. The big John Fury tried to put it on poor little Carl Frampton. You seen that? Probably touch on that. What else? Bivol, Canelo, John Fury, poor little Carl Frampton. There's still some fallout. From the Catterall from the Catterall versus Josh Taylor, Scotland's finest. Some fallout from that. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Talk about it. Big up the Kent S. I still remember his name before this one. Raphie still remembers the name before the Kent S. Raphie still remembers the name before the Kent S. revamped. How you doing, Kent S? Much appreciation and respect for the respect. Respect back to you. Okay. Much appreciation for the donation. Okay. So, what we're looking at here, We got the Tone up in the building. The Shiz Biz up in the building. Lob Scouse is a traditional Welsh dish, but I think the origins of the dish are more from Liverpool, hence the Scouse bit of the name. It's a soup made with veggies and stewing steak. Oh yeah. I'm quite partial to a stew or a soup with stew and steak. Yeah, absolutely. You know, but in the Caribbean, we do that with dumplings. You know, little dumplings. Yeah, got your carrots in there, but you got peppers in there too. You know what I mean? Yeah, put some peppers in there too. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on? Scousey stew. Good stuff. What's your thoughts on Usyk and his predicament? And what it means for AJ and Undisputed? Yeah, we're definitely talking about that too. Fury's contradictions are simply too prolific and ridiculous at this point. Okay. Big up the chat, 100%. And thanks for your continued support. Kent S, for those who don't know, being here at the Raphie Dawkins Combat Radio from day one. From the beginning. From the time when there was light. And the Raphie Dawkins Combat Radio came into existence. You'd like Scouse Raphie, add some reggae sauce. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's like a traditional Caribbean soup. You know, you have your well, start off with the water, then you add your vegetables. Obviously, you add your stock, and then, you know, you add the meat of choice. You know what I'm saying? Some of the ingredients these days are frowned upon, like tongue. You know, tongue soup. Have you ever had tongue soup? Cow tongue? Yeah. As a boy, that was a regular soup. It was nothing, you know. I said, Mom, what's this? Because I could feel the texture on my tongue. I said, what's this? What's this? Feels like a tongue on my tongue. What's going on? Yeah, cow tongue soup. You know what I mean? The housewives of today, probably the new ones, probably a bit more squeamish. What else? Yeah, there's I don't even want to mention some of the soups. I mean, you know, obviously we know the oxtail soup. Yeah. I'm quite partial to a bean soup. Yeah, the stewing soup. I guess, you know, the stewed beef. You know what I mean? I had cow tongue in a sandwich before. It's better than expected. Hey, a lot of these new jacks don't know about that shiznix. They don't know about the old recipes. Marion G up in the building. How do you do? Good to have you up in here. Yeah, tongue. Hey, Marion, have you ever had tongue soup or tongue sani? The managed water soup. Oh my gosh, yeah, the managed water. Yeah, I forgot about the goat's balls. You know, in certain soup you put the goat's balls. You know, the balls, the testicles, the goat's testicles in the soup, and I must say they taste very, very nice. OMG. That controversy going down. Where's your message? Oh, there. Okay, Andre Pennant, there's your message. Yeah, don't be afraid to highlight the message, though. You know what I mean? Make it blue. Don't be afraid to make the message blue or green or orange or red. Don't be afraid. I would like to see Derek Chisora versus Jared Anderson on. You're a comedian. You're a comedian, Andre. What has Derek Chisora ever done to you? Oh dear. Reminds you of the Alan Partridge. I ain't seen that, although I was partial to some Alan Partridge. Very funny fella. Hey, with the way that the prices are rising, you know, since England left the Europe, Brexit, with the way the prices are rising, 25%, easily 25% on a lot of products, and it will spread out. So easily 25% price hike in the supermarkets, from the rooter to the tutor. With that going on, if that continues, I tell you what, housewives are going to stop turning their noses up at liver. They're going to stop turning their noses up at the kidneys. And don't be surprised if ox tongue, cow tongue makes its way back into the supermarket, into the housewives' baskets. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if you start finding all kinds of offal in the what do you call it? In the housewives' baskets. And it just reminds me, I gotta check something. Raphie gotta check something. Hold on. But absolutely, let's I hope this is muted. Oh, okay. I've checked. Fair enough. Let's go back. Let's go back and have a sip. Why am I all up in the video? Why am I all up in the video like that? All up in the video. Okay. Don't be surprised if certain things make it back on the supermarket, the housewife's baskets. What we got here? Let's have a look. Marion G. Lived in Asia for over a year. Probably had a lot worse than tongue. Meant to be pretty tasty stuff. Hey, if you ain't had cow tongue soup, believe you me. Does who eat pork? Yo, Andre, you're a pork eater. Why are you trying to bring me into your pork eating habits? What's going on? Yo, eat your pork, brother. Whatever. Hey, you gotta live. Man's gotta live. If you only got pork available to you, then you know you're good. Me, I prefer mutton. I prefer cow. What do you call that? Yeah. I don't eat horse. I ain't eating horse. Spoiled generation, or even generations. So much good food out there that just gets chucked away. Yo, that's in cat food now. They're putting that stuff in cat food, stuff that we used to eat. You know, the liver, the kidney, heart, chicken heart. Have you ever eaten chicken heart? Do you have any idea how tasty chicken heart is? Huh? You just season up that little chicken heart, and you're good to go. Absolutely. Finder's horse lasagna. Yeah, the horse meat. OMG. Okay. I think we've had plenty of merriment. Now it's time that we get into, maybe we talk about a little bit of boxing. Maybe we fit a little bit of boxing in right about now. Okay, let's do this shiznix. Where's my mic? Why is my mic invisible? There it is. Why is my mic fading in and out? It's fading in and out. There it is. There it is. Okay. It's quite bizarre. Okay. Holodeck in effect. Is that right? Finders are not allowed to trade anymore. Finders don't exist. I remember Finders. I used to know them because of their fish fingers. Finders, fish fingers. But they used to make all kinds of meat products. Wow. Did they really have horse meat? I didn't really look into the horse meat scandal too much. Bone marrow, yeah, I used to suck the bone. You know, you get the chicken and it used to suck the marrow out of the bone. I used to quite enjoy it, and then something stopped me. I don't know what it was. Something stopped me, some sucking the marrow out of the bone. I don't know what it was. I think I got a conscience. I grew a bit of a conscience back in the day when I saw them chickens all cooped up. Chicken coop, you get it? Raphie's so versatile, it's incredible. Chickens all cooped up, and then I thought, yo, I'm sucking the bones out of these animals that are just cooped up and penned up, and they're probably not all that healthy. I don't know. Fun fact. My dad used to raise chickens in this country, in England. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's a story in itself. But anyway, free range. But anyway. Andre Pellant's full of ideas, got nothing to do with the show, but keep them coming. It's interesting. Fancy matchup, Ike Ibuchi versus Riddick Bowe, prime for prime. Well, that's a tough one. Because Ibuchi, he was a hell of a banger. But Riddick Bowe at his prime, I still go with Riddick Bowe because he got that length. Bowe got that, Big Daddy Bowe got that length. Keep that jab in your face all night long. So I'll still go with Big Bad Daddy Bowe. I remember Big Daddy Bowe fought Evander Holyfield 3 times and beat him 2 times in their primes. So I'm going to go with Big Daddy Bowe. Jeez. I wasn't paying close attention. I know there was some horse meat scandal, but I didn't know it's particular to Finders. I didn't know they got caught up with it, and I didn't know that they don't exist no more. Cow foot soup. I wasn't going to mention it, but it's out there. Yes, it does exist. Yo, them crispy pancakes. I remember them pancakes. I used to have them pancakes back in the day. Didn't know it was horse in it, though. Yo, but them horses tasted good. OMG, the cow foot. I was trying to avoid the cow foot soup. I was trying to avoid mentioning that, but it does exist. And, wow. Dare I say, it tastes delicious. I haven't had it in many a while. Many a moon. Okay. So we're going to talk some boxing tonight. Hold on, let's have a look. Let me just drop hold on, did I just see it there? Did I not just see it? Okay, let me pin that. Boom. Okay, that's pinned. Where we at? Okay, so let's get into a bit of boxing talk. Don't forget the Mexican beef. Don't forget the donkey. Don't forget the Canelo donkey meat. OMG. Okay. All these culinary delights. Indeed. Okay, let's get into this shiz nicks. Where are we going to start? Okay, so apparently, allegedly, Wembley Stadium has been sold out. It's been sold out. So let's just do a simple test. How many windows have I got open? Okay, let's do a simple test. Let's see if the Raphie can buy a ticket. Let's see if the Raphie can buy a ticket. Because if it's sold out, Raphie can't buy a ticket. That's right, isn't it? Okay, so let's do this live. Let me share my screen. New tab. Boom. Okay. Jeez, what am I sharing? All right. That's cool. I had a fear something inappropriate may have popped up. Okay, so let's go Fury Whyte Ticketmaster. Are you seeing this? Am I sharing this? Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Let me take that down. Let me drop that down. Maybe just leave it there for the time being. Who knows? Okay. So let's try and see if we can procure tickets. What about Ike Ibuchi versus Evander Holyfield, prime for prime? Who wins? I'm going with Holyfield, the slicker boxer. Holyfield, the slicker boxer. And he had a hell of a chin back in the day, as we know. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's try and see if allegedly this headline saying it's sold out. Let's see if we can procure tickets. Okay, find tickets. Happening now. General on sale. Can you see this? You see this? Uh-oh. Take that down. Okay, join the queue. Says join the queue. Happening now. General on sale. Join the queue. What is this? What is this? Okay. What does that mean? Reserve seats, no room. Ticketmaster. Okay. Join the queue. You are in the queue. People currently ahead of you, 34. You see that? 34. You can see that. Get ready. You're next. That was quick. What's going on? Wow. They're rushing me through this thing. Not even giving me time to think. Okay. All right. So choose your tickets. Reserve tickets, £61.90 to £1,237.50 each. So those reserved seats, £61 to 1,237 pounds. Okay. Inner ring seats, 2,250 each. Official platinum tickets, 385 to 6,600 pounds each. Official platinum. What is that for? The Gantry, London. Collection by Hilton seated Cat D package 600. Also, you get a hotel. You get a hotel thrown in. You get a hotel thrown in? Or is that a meal? Is that a hotel or is that a meal? £610 each. Hampton by the Hilton Park. Royal seated tickets. What's that? £610. Did I say 6,000 at some point? Ain't no 6,000. Oh yeah, there is 6,000. That's the official platinum tickets, up to 6,600. Okay. There's some £610 tickets there. £510 tickets. £278 tickets. £293 tickets. 398. What's this? 400. 350. There are still tickets available, people. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what people are saying. Let's have a look what people are saying. I think Fury versus Whyte will get a decent crowd. Probably won't sell out Wembley though. Yeah, I agree. We're talking about it like they sold out Wembley. Do you see the headlines? You know, a simple cursory check can expose the truth of the matter. Andre Pedant. You really should make some of these comments colored. You really should endeavor to make some of these comments colored. Larry Holmes versus George Foreman, prime for prime. Who wins? Well, Larry had the jab, a concussive jab, and George Foreman. When was George Foreman's prime, though? When was George Foreman's prime? Was it the first time around or second time around? His prime was probably some point during his retirement. Did we ever see him at his prime? Larry Holmes versus George Foreman. I like both. I don't want to go against my man George Foreman. I don't want to go against him. Some tickets seem expensive, but it's London, so it makes sense. It's probably why they picked Wembley instead of the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. Yeah, there's some big rollers. There's some big rollers and oligarchs. They got hundreds of Russian oligarchs with oil money. They're tightening up. They're tightening up the money laundering rules over here in the UK. It was relaxed during the financial crisis, rather conveniently, and hundreds of Russian oligarchs came to the UK. Hundreds, even more Chinese tycoons. And the banking checks, the background checks were rather sparse, shall we say. But now that's being tightened up due to the hundreds of millions that is being laundered in the UK. So the rules are being tightened. But in the meantime, you got thousands of people in a place like London, England, with a hell of a lot of disposable wealth. So yes. Sold really well in hindsight. It was always going to. Every casual boxing fan I know loves Fury. Yeah, he does get a lot of acclaim from the casuals, most certainly. And when I say casual, I don't mean that disparagingly. 61 pounds. 61 pounds are the cheapest available tickets. Yeah, they did. It's been printed all over the press, sold out. It ain't sold out. You know, Frank Warren, anything Frank Warren says, I have to double check and triple check. Double check and triple check. I always assume it's a lie until proven otherwise. Yeah, I don't see any reason why it should. Hopefully, everybody's healthy and stay healthy. It's funny how Warren is saying that Whyte is not trying to help sell the fight, but there has been no undercard announced at all. OMG. If you ask me, Warren is not doing a good job selling the fight. Damn. Andre Pennant, you really need to make some of these comments colored. You really do. David Tua versus Ray Mercer. I can't go. No, it's Ray Mercer. It's Ray Mercer. Tua, a bit too limited for Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer more well-rounded than Tua. And could take a hell of a shot and could give a hell of a shot. Ray Mercer. Okay, so there you go. Wembley Stadium not sold out. Tickets still available. Okay, well, I drop that down now. Do I just drop that down? Just drop that down. Okay, so where we at? Marion G says, yeah, fair shout, Philip. Wonder who they have on the undercard. He can't afford to put any of his decent names on there. He won't have any cards, any money, any cards for the rest of the year if he does. OMG. 61 pound is the cheapest. Frank and Bob really are trying to claw that $40 million, 40 million pounds. I think it was pounds or dollars. Pounds. No, yeah, okay. So Wembley not sold out. Okay, I kind of knew that. Yeah. Okay, no problem. So what we doing now? Let's have a look. Where do we go from here? Let's have a look. What is this here? Golden ticket. Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte sells out in just 90 minutes. A load of, I should share that, shouldn't I? But yeah, this is what the press is saying. Let's have a look. Golden ticket. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Golden ticket. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte tickets sell out in just 90 minutes. No, they have not. And that was yesterday. So it was lying even yesterday. And it's today. Now it's today, a day later, and still ain't sold out. They think people are dumb? They think people can't just go on the interwebs and find out for themselves? They haven't even announced the PPV price. Yo, if they're playing this silly, mind you, if the Real Combat Radio Nation people stomp up the money, then we will then we'll go legal. But they don't try to pull no crap. Why should it be any more than $19.99? Why should it be any more than $19.99? I don't see any reason why it should be. I don't see any reason why it should be. Daniel Dubois versus Manuel Charm makes sense under the undercard for the WBA heavyweight position. Well, Dubois was supposed to be fighting. What's his name? What's that cat's name? Trevor Bryan. Dubois was supposed to be fighting Trevor Bryan. But then I heard a whisper that maybe Trevor Bryan or Don King was angling for a direct shot at the winner of Usyk Joshua. But before that, I heard that Daniel Dubois and Trevor Bryan were supposed to be clashing. Frank and BT will charge at least 25 notes. I don't see what's the argument for 25 notes. Why should it be 25? Why not 19? They're gonna have to sell that to me. They're gonna have to explain to me why it needs to be 25 instead of the routine 19.99. I want to know. I want to know. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that because that ain't true. Fake, fraudulent claims. Wish they would just knock it on the head. Nonsense. Nonsense. Okay. So, where are we? Where are we? Probably another card littered with mismatches. Knowing Warren, yeah. $25 for the last. I think it was 25 for the last one. What was the last one? Oh, Usyk. Was that 19.99 or 25? I know it was in Saudi Arabia. That was 25. What was the last one? I can't remember. 25 for Usyk too? I can't remember. Interesting question. Very interesting question. I'll try 25. Well, they're going to have to explain to me why. You're going to have to explain. Tell me why. Okay. So, let's talk a little bit more. Let's talk a little bit more about this thing. Fury. Yeah. Fury versus Whyte. Okay. So some people are talking about why didn't Whyte go to the press conference? Well, it's obvious why Whyte didn't go to the press conference because they're trying to treat the man like a punk. Could have got up to 45%. WBC acquiesced to Bob Arum's request that it be no more than 20%. Disgraceful. Utterly contemptible. Utterly abominable. Joshua Usyk was $24.95. Damn. Why was that then? Why was it in 19.99? Okay. So, yeah, that's why. 25 is okay. I can deal with that. No way they'll have it that low, though. They have a huge deficit to make up. Their deficit is not my problem. Their deficit is not my problem. If it's one red penny over $25.99, then, I'm going to have to be sending Jeeves up on the roof to fix the aerial. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's why Dillian Whyte wasn't at the press conference, because they tried to punked him with 20%. Okay, still the arbitrator, still has to arbitrate. He gets the final word. But still, the sheer audacity, temerity, the nerve, the gall of it, the sheer gall of it is nothing short of contemptible. I hold Warren, Aaron, and Fury himself, and WBC Mauricio Suleiman in contempt. Send them down. Send them down. 50 lashes apiece. Oh no, not 50 for Aaron. Poor fella couldn't take it. Man's almost 100. All right. And only 25 for Warren. Terry Marshall already did a number on him. Left him with a dent in his head. So 25 lashes for Warren and 50 for Tyson Fury. He's going to have to take Bob Arum's 25. So he's going to have to get 50. Okay, I think that's a reasonable punishment for the utterly contemptible behavior. We're not talking about the fraud. We're not even including the fraudulent claims. The damn thing sold out when it ain't sold out. I'm not saying it's not going to sell out, but it ain't sold out. Come on now. Well, hey, it's understandable that people want to see it. I want to see it. People want to see it. It's a popular fight. So now they're going to act like it was just Tyson Fury. It was just Tyson Fury who got those numbers. You know how they do. Also utterly contemptible. What was Tyson Fury's previous highest in the UK? What, 30,000? 30,000 against who? What's his biggest seller? What's Tyson Fury's biggest seller? Hey, if they try that shiznix, you know, the Raphie's going to send Jeef up on the roof. Up on the roof. Fix the aerial. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't know about a straight, but I see a left hook. I got Fury as the favorite. See some straight jabs from Dillian, and I see a left hook. I see hooks to the body. Body, head. Body, head. Body, head. Okay. So, yeah, that's why Dillian Whyte. And what's this? What's this I hear? Did I hear someone say Dillian Whyte brought it on himself? What has he brought on himself? He's been stitched up. He's been stitched up with the 20%. He could have got up to 45%, but he ended up at 20%. How did he do that to himself? But don't get it twisted. Dillian Whyte's going in there. He's got the fight. He has the opportunity to right the wrongs. He has a chance. He has a chance to respond to the audacity, the temerity, the nerve, the gall, the utter contempt. He's got a right. He's got the opportunity to, do some damage up in there, up in the ring. Legal damage. He has a chance. If you lose, you might get a glove gate type outcry from Fury fans. OMG. Whyte stops Fury. It's the time of upsets. He's a really good price for such a live dog. Yeah. I think I have Fury as the favorite. Probably putting my money on Dillian Whyte. So I expect there'll be some very, very good odds. Okay. So, yeah. Don't write Dillian Whyte off. Write Dillian Whyte off at your peril. At your peril. Okay. Let's see what we're seeing. Let's see what we're saying. What we're saying. What we're saying. What we're saying. Okay. So, Joshua versus Usyk. Joshua versus Usyk. Is it in peril? Okay. So, as we know, Usyk is from the Ukraine. We've got a situation over there. Russian troops on Ukrainian soil. Saw a news piece where they went around with a camera out on the streets of Moscow asking people if they got the call, would they go to fight? Would they go to the Ukraine to fight? And the vast majority was saying no. It's ridiculous. It's foolish. What the hell is it all about? They're our brothers. A woman said, I have more relatives over there in the Ukraine than I do in Russia. So what the hell are they doing? It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. It's preposterous. Nonetheless, Vladimir Putin, I wonder if I'm going to get sanctioned in some way for mentioning certain names. Surely not. Hey, you never do. You never do know. I think they pick up every damn word that's uttered, and they have a computer program, say a word they don't like or a name they don't like, then you could get some sanctions levied against you up on here in the YouTube land. So got to be careful. Got to be careful. Oh, okay. So is Usyk actually going to even be available? Is Usyk even going to be available to fight Joshua? For when was that? When was it scheduled for May? Yeah, I think it was May. Scheduled for May. Usyk, Joshua. Is it likely? Hey, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. If you think it's some kind of cloak and dagger thing, if you don't believe that the YouTube's got superior tracking skills for the words used. You use certain words they don't want you to use. Hey, you'd be in a world of pain. You know what I mean? I've been there before. I've been here before. Hello, Pigeon. How are you? Can't see the fight happening now. AJ takes a fight in the meantime. If the fight is to go on at all, the question is, who will he fight? Yes, Pigeon. Yes, Pigeon. Who will he fight? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a big question mark now. It's a big question mark. Actually, let's do a poll. Let's ask the people. We have the capability. Will Usyk Joshua be delayed? Usyk versus Joshua be delayed? Question mark. In your opinion. Okay. So that will show up in the chat any minute now, and there it is. The poll reads, will Usyk versus Joshua be delayed? So, get your responses in. Can't see the fight happening now. AJ takes a fight in the meantime, in the interim time. Yeah. It's a war. It's off. End of, says the pigeon. Okay, so if the fight is off, firstly, everybody get your votes in. If the fight's off, then yeah. Obviously, Joshua has take a fight in the meantime. I suggest he take a fight against the Southpaw, if possible. If there's a good one out there, other than Usyk, that would be good. That'd be good. Some good preparation if he fights a Southpaw. Who's the Southpaw out there? Who's the Southpaw heavyweight suitable for Joshua? Should it be a Southpaw? I think that would be sensible. That would be wise. Okay. Whyte, Wilder, Fury, Triple D, Ruiz, Bergovic, Joyce, Big Baby, the two big babies. Hey, maybe the other big baby will be back by then. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the other big baby. Hey, Joshua might end up fighting Big Baby, the other big baby, the Big Baby Miller, Big Batty Baby. Yeah. All of them cats out for one reason or another. Wallin, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. He's a southpaw. Wallin, I like it. Joshua versus Valeen. Valeen. Otto Valeen. What's that? The second round of peace talks between Russia and Ukraine end without a deal. That was about 30 minutes ago. So I think Usyk Joshua will be delayed. Yeah. I'm not even sure it'll be. I actually don't think it will be delayed. But if it is delayed, then I like Valeen. Otto Valeen. He's a southpaw. What better preparation for a southpaw than fighting a southpaw? Yeah, different style southpaw, but still, he's a southpaw. I think that's great preparation, and Valeen does have some credit for the way Big Titty Miller shouldn't be on any major promotions. Indeed. I have to concur. Southpaw tickler. Hey, get him in there with a southpaw. Get him in the ring. Get him in the ring with another southpaw in preparation for another southpaw. That's what I'm saying. Big Batty Baby. Okay. So what we doing now? So I don't think it's going to be delayed. Funnily enough, I think this thing's going to be resolved. Call me optimistic. Call me overly optimistic, but I think this thing will be resolved and the fight's going to go ahead sometime in May. I don't think this is going to be a long war. I really don't. I could be wrong. Hope I'm not. But I don't think it's going to be delayed, but a lot of people do. A hell of a lot of people do. And I've only just started the poll. It's only 4 minutes ago. It seems longer to Mike. So I'll leave that there. Let that simmer. Let that marinade. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. And hit one of the options in the chat. Will Usyk versus Joshua be delayed? The vast majority right about now saying yay. Hey. Okay. Let's keep this thing moving. Just keep this thing moving. Okay. What we saying? What we saying? What we saying? Burnt out, says the headline. Ex-F1 Formula One chief Bernie Ecclestone shockingly defends honorable, the man he calls honorable Putin amid the Ukraine invasion. Okay. And what's this about Abramovich selling Chelsea? Is that true? Is that true? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Is this copyrighted? Is this copyrighted? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, let's have a little look at this then. Let's have a look at that. Hold on. I'll bring that up in a second. Well, it makes so much sense, and he's actually available. Plus, the Fury fight puts some story behind him. Absolutely. Absolutely more. Hope you're right, Raph. Who we see FA Jaguar on the card. Hey, he's a top-ranked guy. Is he a top-ranked guy? Is he a top-ranked guy? Is he a top-ranked guy? No, he's not a top-ranked guy. He's a PBC guy. So I say, oh, dang. Made me jump. Yeah, not today, Pigeon. Not today. You need to sober up, Pigeon. You need to sober up. All right. Good man. Okay. Yeah, he's a PBC Al Heyman guy, so I doubt it. Usyk won't be training anytime soon. If Usyk ain't training anytime soon, then Joshua's got to be looking. Joshua's got to be looking to set up the Valeen fight. But like I say, I don't think this war's going to last too long. This war can go on for a year. It could do. But if you're asking my opinion, probably goes against the grain. I would say, nah. I would say this thing gets shut down within a couple of weeks. Hopefully. That's what I'm feeling. That's my gut instincts. Gets shut down within a couple of weeks, hopefully, and the Russians go home and leave the Ukrainians alone. Oh, yeah. David Adeleye will definitely be on the card. No two ways about it. Probably get beat again as well. This could turn into guerrilla warfare. It needs to. They got to drag them into the trenches. Talking about the Ukrainians got to drag the Russians in the trenches until they go home. And in comes the man like the Iron Kong. How you doing today?
Yeah, Raphie, what going on, man? You know, I just see you on, so let me jump on and heal you up, chill with you before you go sleep. I know you're late there, you know. See you got your little hoodie there, ready to snuggle down. What's up, Chief?
It's kind of cold over here. It's kind of cold. Well, is it cold? Anyway, I've been rushing around, so whether it's cold or not, you know, it's kind of nippy. It's kind of chilly. Chilly, you know. But when, you know, my body temperature goes up when we do these live, so I just shut off shut off the heating in this room. Because I just the body temperature goes up when you're talking about topics like this. They're telling me I got headlines over here in the UK saying that Fury versus Whyte is sold out in a record time, but I've just demonstrated to the people. I just took the people on the Ticketmaster website and they're giving me a whole range of tickets. They give me a whole range of options, but yet this thing was allegedly sold out yesterday. How does that work?
Thanks to Dillian Whyte. Thanks to Dillian Whyte. Because we all know, whatever tickets sold, we all know, again, Tyson Fury was supposed to fight the same December as Joshua fought Pulev. Yeah. And they were going to fight some run-out opponent, and nothing came of it. But whatever, man.
Yeah, we're talking about Caballero or something like that.
Yeah. Nothing came. Oh, we couldn't get the money together. Whatever.
Anyway. Couldn't get it together. Yeah. So that
all of a sudden, I got $41 million, right? Okay.
And all of a sudden, Wembley sold out, but it ain't sold out. But I'm not disputing that he may have sold a lot of tickets. That's great. That's good. That's great. But Dillian Whyte didn't show up because he ain't no upside for him. So it says, carry on doing what you're doing.
Well, I agree with Dillian. I don't think Dillian should have showed up either. For what? What are you sending the fight
for? What?
I mean, he's a $300,000 fighter, so he's not supposed to be there.
Exactamundo. And painting it like everybody's coming out for Tyson Fury. Well, that's strange. Because the last time he fought I think his biggest attendance was, I heard something like 30,000. 30,000. So where the other extra 60,000 come from? Where that come from? Maybe Dillian Whyte not showing up, being the invisible man. Maybe that's marketing. That's Dillian Whyte. That's marketing in itself. The invisible man. He got more column inches, got more free column inches. So you got to maybe instead of disparaging the man, maybe compliment the man. Maybe pat Dillian Whyte on the back and say you're a marketing genius. Maybe. What's going on here? What's this here? Over in 5 rounds. What is this here? Okay. So maybe he's a marketing genius. Iron Kong dropped off. Boom. Okay. Link is in the chat. Okay. So where are we now? Okay. So I don't know. I hope this ain't no issues with copyright with this, but I don't think so. So let me stop sharing that. And let me start sharing this. Okay. Boom. The Iron Kong returns. The Iron Kong, you're back. Uh-oh. Could be some. Oh, he's muted. That's fine. It's muted.
What happened?
Oh,
my bad.
You're back. You're back
in the house.
I think you dropped off. You dropped off for a second there.
Okay.
Okay. So what else did we talk about? We talked about. Let me go back in the chat. Where are we? Oh, so there's tickets available. We know that for sure. There's some fraudulent statements coming from Aram and Warren as per usual. Okay. So, dang. Of course. What was I saying? What were we talking about just then? Yeah. Joshua versus Usyk versus Joshua, whichever way around you want to put it, could be jeopardized by the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. What say you, the Iron Kong?
Oh, definitely. I think that fight is not gonna happen when it was supposed to happen. I don't know if it happens this year because according to how deep Usyk is into his resistance,
Yeah.
he's gonna be thinking on other things, dealing. He's not gonna be in the boxing mind frame, right? So it's not gonna be anytime soon. I don't think it might be at the end of the year, maybe. In my opinion, though, Anthony Joshua has to move on with his career. I know they said they're gonna wait for Usyk. I don't know. Joshua has been fighting very sporadically over the years, and he has to get his career back in order. He has to fight somebody, some kind of run out. Some kind of run out, get himself moving, get the joints moving, get back in the ring, hear the crowd, all of that. I mean, you can't sit there and wait on Usyk for who knows how long. I don't think the fight happens. I mean, I know Eddie had said May. That's not gonna happen in May. Even if Russia overruns all of Ukraine and pretty much deads this war or whatever, it's gonna be a lot of stuff dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Are Usyk and them gonna, because they've said they're not gonna abandon their country. So who knows what's gonna happen? But Anthony Joshua has to move on with his career, unfortunately. We're not gonna see that fight right now. So
I proposed that Joshua fight to Southpaw in preparation for when Usyk's ready. I proposed that Joshua fight Otto Valeen.
That's a good fight. That's a very good fight. I think Joshua should fight. If he has to fight one person, two people before, make them all southpaws. Just fight southpaw.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You have to get used to it and, do your work.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Why would you be fighting an orthodox when you're going up against one of the trickiest fighters in the game who happens to be a southpaw?
Get Valeen in there, man. Get Valeen in there. If you could get Luis Ortiz in there, just fight southpaws. Valeen at least moves more, is more spry. Luis Ortiz is a more stationary southpaw. Did
you see his knee give out the last fight?
No, I didn't. His knee gave out. No, I
didn't. He sprawled. His knee gave out. He should have had some kind of orthopedic. I don't know. He should have had some kind of bandage on it or something, just to keep the legs stiff. He shouldn't have been sitting down in between rounds. They should have just had the tall stool, the bar stool. They should have they give him a barroom stool so he could have just bandaged up both knees and keep him stiff so his knee didn't give out on him like it did the last time out. The man, I think he just dropped to the floor the knee just kind of, you know what I mean? Did the stanky leg. So I definitely feel that Otto Valeen should be in there. I don't think Joshua is going to be having two fights. I don't think it's going to be that long. If it gets that long, then obviously, we're going to be looking in the territory of interim championships and champions in recess and all that.
It's just a mess. It's just a mess after that.
Yeah. So one fight out. Joshua is out for one fight. He gets delayed. Joshua takes on a southpaw. Joshua takes on Otto Valeen. Raphael Dawkins' suggestion. Eddie Hearn, you hit me up with some money for that, because that's a good suggestion. The people like it. Me personally, I think the war is going to be over in a couple of weeks. I know I'm in the vast minority, but I feel that this potentially thing could the pressure could get to Russia, maybe not, because it's Putin, but maybe, and this thing could be back on track. I know I'm a minority thinking that. The vast majority think otherwise. Get your votes in. The poll is open, folks. What's the question of the poll? What is it? Where's the poll? Oh, there it is.
This video you have here with this guy. I watched this video, right? And I have to say, he's one of the reasons why I stopped watching IFL and them. This guy John Fury. These people are so, this guy's so arrogant. This guy, he's pointing at Carl Frampton.
Pointing down.
Fighter. Pointing down at this man.
Yeah.
Barking at him. John Fury, who got cleaned out by Akin one day with a jab or whatever it was. John Fury, as John Dealey calls him, the chinless wonder. And all these people laughing and whatever.
Yeah.
This guy, John Fury, is the most insufferable loudmouth blowhard I've had the displeasure of observing. I mean, I just don't understand. People, John Fury talks sense. He talks sense. This guy is a BS artist, just like his son. Just a bunch of frauds. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. It's very regrettable. It's highly regrettable. John Fury talking down, pointing down to Carl Frampton. We're gonna have a look at that. How long's the poll been open? It's long enough. 20 minutes. We're gonna close the poll now. We're gonna give people a last chance to get your votes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, so poll results. Will Usyk versus Joshua be delayed? 91% of respondents said yay. That's 92% of respondents say yay. And 8% of respondents say no. So the vast majority of people believe that this fight is going to be delayed. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I think Usyk's going to pull a fast one second. Listen, Usyk ain't on the front line. Don't get it twisted. It's rough. It's rough out there. But Usyk ain't on the front line. None of these cats. What's his name? Little Lomachenko, he ain't on the front line. He ain't on the front line. They can listen. There's a lot of money at stake here. I don't believe the Usyk is pulling out of this fight. And furthermore, I know I'm in the minority. I'm not so sure it's even going to be delayed. Listen, what they say? They say the hog drinks at the first watering hole. I don't think Usyk is turning his nose up at this. He's going to leave his camouflage jacket in the Ukraine. He's going to get his ass out in a few weeks. He's going to start training for this fight. The fight don't even get delayed, in my humble opinion. I'm not so, I got a different position to 92% of people. What's this here? Let me have a look at this. What do you say to that, Iron Kong? I'm not so, I got a different position.
No, I don't have no issues with that. I don't.
8 to 92% of people. Is that you?
Sorry, Raphie, my bad.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't have no issues with that. With you saying that. I mean, like I said, I don't know how deep Usyk is in this resistance, right?
Yeah.
It's all cool, posing with your AK and all that in your little fatigues and all that. But I'm quite sure if things really hit the fan, the celebrities and all these people will abscond over to Poland and be good boys and leave that alone. Let's not act stupid now. Usyk and them is not going to be down there playing Delta Force, trying to storm the Kremlin or wherever. Let's not do that. So it may not, but we'll see.
We gon' see.
But I would like Anthony Joshua. If that fight is delayed in May or whatever, I would like to see Anthony Joshua fight Otto Wallin. The guy has to start fighting regularly. This is a young man who's now fighting once a year now, kind of rubbish. What are we doing? He's not getting no better. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Let's have a look. To be fair, Fury is more popular than ever in the UK since those wins over Wilder. But he has a good dance partner for this fight. And that should be taken into account concerning ticket sales and buy rates. Absolutely more. Parliamentary procedure at all times. Looks like John's trying to scold a child. It's definitely tricky. Wallin, not the biggest KO threat, so a good choice. Yes. Big John struggling with reality. Fair play to the Jackal. It was embarrassing to watch John with his groupies and hanger-ons. Yeah, absolutely. He ducked that bodybuilder Mickey Theo too. Mickey Theo. Sure, I saw him back in the day at Ministry of Sound, back in the Dizzy. Let's have a look. He's not on the front line, but after all the media covering him being there, there is no way he can leave and go for a boxing match. He could never go back to the Ukraine again. People are literally dying. They are. But I think he can sneak out. Not saying he would sneak out, but I think he ain't on the front line. He ain't on the front line. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money at stake here. There's life-changing money. You got life-changing money the first time around. Now we're looking at generational wealth. We're looking at generational wealth. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know. I'm not so sure that it's going to be delayed. Personally, I think if it is delayed, it benefits Joshua. Perhaps. The thing is, Tommy's actually crap and he's trading on the family name. It's not a given that he beats that YouTuber. It's not a given at all. Who's the worst boxer, Tommy or John? Hey, that's a toss-up, isn't it? That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. AJ's been on the phone to Putin to ensure the rematch doesn't happen. OMG. Probably Tommy. Okay. So, what was that? AJ's been on the phone to Putin. That was funny. The bronze plumber up in the building. Okay, let's have a little looky. So we're gonna risk it for a Swisskit. Let's have a look. Okay, let's risk it. Let's go. It sounds terrible though. What? It sounds horrible. Horrible.
Well, why do you think he could beat Tommy then? Answer the question now. Because you disappoint me and I looked up to you.
You disappoint me, you looked up to me. I mean, I looked up to you.
I'm just trying to be honest, John. Honest, yeah.
I'm just trying to be honest, John. I'm just trying to be honest.
Honest, saying you could beat a Fury. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to be honest. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, I don't want to talk to you.
Turn me back on you. I don't want to talk to you at all.
I'll turn my back on you, and then he turns around to talk to him some more, and Carl Frampton's
Get your
gone.
facts right, get off the job.
Get your facts right or get off the job. OMG. It's not even funny. John Fury has been drinking his own vinegar. Mickey Theo, that's the one. Been drinking his own vinegar. I don't know. Getting high off his own fumes. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. I think Carl Frampton came out of that the better man. I'm Kong. Carl Frampton came out of that.
John Fury, man. I mean, what did he say? Oh, you think he can beat a Fury? Like as if
they've got some lineage.
Something special.
Yeah.
The Fury name was known for criminal activity and popping people's eyes out with spoons.
Oh, Lord.
No, listen. I mean, what kind of nerve this man got to be speaking to Carl Frampton like that? Oh, who can beat Tommy? Because Carl Frampton should have said, because Tommy is trash. Frampton should have let go a mean 1-2 to the chin.
I'd have took him out.
Slapped John right there.
It would have sparked him. Spark him out. You know what I'm saying? Them whiskers don't look overly impressive at all.
Basically, he said, oh, I looked up to you. Why'd you pick against Tommy? So this man can't give his opinion?
Exactly. That's what he's saying.
Jake
Same.
Paul would sleep Tommy. I think Tommy Fury is absolutely terrible. He's terrible. Maybe it's who he's. I mean, he's being trained by John. John is not no trainer.
No.
Who's John?
Well,
And by the way, to the individual who I had that brief conversation with today on social media about AJ and trainers, and you asked me why is AJ changing, because I know you listen to the show, by the way.
wow.
AJ, why is AJ changing trainers? Why did Tyson Fury change like what, 3 trainers? He even just walked off on his uncle, and we still don't know why Tyson Fury left his uncle. We never talked about it. But somehow, Anthony Joshua changing trainers is an issue for you people. Tell me why Tyson Fury left his uncle and then left Ben Davidson, the most active and smart trainer in the UK, left him. So that's what 2 trainers?
Yeah.
And I think before that, he's I think he was trained by someone else before Peter. Was it his father? Whoever. Look. Yeah,
he's dead.
So we still don't know what happened here, but Kyle Frampton should not have stood there for any exchange with people like John Fury. What an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
He can't talk to, you think John Fury would have spoken to somebody his size like that?
He'd be
you think he would talk to you like that, Raphie?
No, absolutely not.
Certainly not. You like that.
Certainly not. No
Put
finger
his finger in your chest. Put
no
his
finger
finger in your
pointing.
chest.
No finger pointing, John. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And furthermore, he'd have to look up to me anyway. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. He couldn't talk to you, so he wouldn't be all loud and boisterous like that. Poking his finger in your chest. Listen here, Raphael, you and your freckles.
He'd be dazzled by the freckles. That'd give me at least 2 seconds. Give me a 2 seconds jump on him. OMG. Okay. John Fury carrying on with his nonsense. We ain't going to go too much longer. I'm satisfied. I feel happy. It's 1 hour 20. You know what? We ain't going to go. Let me just make sure I've fulfilled my obligation. Let me look at what I wrote in the hashtags, etc. Let me see if I fulfill my obligation, because we're at 1 hour and 27 minutes, and that's what did I say? So Tyson versus Fury versus Whyte, sell out Wembly. I discussed that. What else did I have? Frank Warren talked about Frank Warren. WBC Morrow talked about that. You know what? Raphie has fulfilled all of his obligations, but I get a feeling that the Iron Kong has got 5 minutes more to spare to share with us. Am I right or am I wrong, Iron Kong?
Well, let's go. Once if you on, I on.
All right. So I'm not. Yeah. Okay, I like the way this is played out. We're gonna just touch on this. Are we gonna touch on this, or are we gonna touch on that? Hold on. Let me make a decision. Decision time. You know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it nice and tidy, and we're gonna touch on this, which I've touched on before. Kinda. Okay, let's share it. Don't often agree with Tyson Fury, but stop sharing that and start sharing. I think it's that. Yeah, that's the one. I think it's that. Okay. Don't often agree with Tyson Fury, but he's echoing something which I have already said. So he's agreeing with me. Okay, that's better. That's better still. Okay. Yui before Peter. Okay, so it was Yui, then Peter. Yui Fury trained him, then Peter Fury trained him. He might have done a little bit with his dad, and then he went on to Ben Davidson, and then from Ben Davidson to Sugar Hill. So that's 4 trainers in all, but he's done little bits and pieces with other people. So he's been through a lot of trainers. He's been through a lot of trainers.
But Anthony Joshua changing his trainer for the first time is a problem. Let's stop.
That's crazy.
I know pro boxers who've been to do the same thing. They move from trainer to trainer for specific purposes, and they move. All my life I knew that.
Yeah.
Look here, whatever. Go ahead, Raphie, my bad.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So we're gonna have a little look at something. It was a video that I saw. Of Tyson Fury, and like I said, I don't often agree with him. On this occasion, he echoed thoughts which I previously have made. Okay. And we did discuss Dillian Whyte not showing up to the press conference. We discussed that. Talked about ticket sales. Just going through my list here. Well, it's a visual list rather than a written list. Ain't no written list today. Okay, so fulfill those obligations. And okay, so this is the one. This is the one we can close out with. Okay, so Tyson Fury says Jack Catterall's life and career have been destroyed by controversial loss to Josh Taylor. Okay, well, I don't say his life's been destroyed. It's a bit over dramatic there, but I understand what he's saying. I saw the video when he said the words, and I said, yeah. I said, ultimately, what Fury was saying was that a decision like that has cost Jack Catterall millions. People talking about a rematch. Yeah, rematch is fine. We can talk about the rematch in a second. We're going to wrap this whole thing up in around 5 minutes. Put a neat and tidy bow on it. But the sentiment, Tyson Fury's sentiment, that a decision like that can be life-altering is correct. Because, listen, if they'd have done it the right way, oh, by the way, Jack Catterall landed two times the amount of punches that Josh Taylor did. Now, I'm not saying that's the be-all and end-all of anything, but I'm saying that's a little secondary, additional piece of information. Yeah, so by the eye test, I had Jack Catterall up by 3 rounds. And then when we look at the statistics, which is a secondary form of information, that bears out what I saw with my own 2 eyes. So Jack Catterall, according to my calculations, should be standing as the unified, what do they call it? Super light, whatever. Category, welterweight. Category. Undisputed. That's what it should be. He should be carrying all of them belts. And that automatically earns him a damn hefty pay rise. Talking about millions. So decisions like that mean that Tyson Fury is saying that they don't want no British officials officiating for the Fury versus Whyte fight. So every now and then I'll agree with Tyson Fury, but actually you're saying what I was saying. So he's agreeing with me. Iron Kong, your thoughts, your feelings on this. As a matter of fact, we're going to wrap this up nice with a nice bow. So your final words, Iron Kong. First of all, thanks for joining us. Iron Kong 126 is his channel name. Iron Kong, your final words, please.
Just imagine how Camille Sokolowski felt when they robbed him for David Adelaide.
Crazy.
Just imagine. So when I hear Frank Warren talking about, oh, they're robbing the people and all of this and all of that, didn't you rob Sokolowski of a win with Adelaide or whatever however he says his name? Adelaide. Yeah, him. Didn't you rob Sokolowski of a win too on your show, Frank? Did you complain then? Catterall got robbed out the fight. Everybody knows that. It's ridiculous, right? And as I think, as we said here, Raphie, that's not going to help Catterall in any way. If he was a bigger name going into the fight, it would have helped him, but he's not. That was the fight to make him the big name. That was the fight. No, he has to go to the back of the line, and even if he gets a fight for one belt after what's his name, abdicates all the belts, it's not gonna be the same, Raphie.
No, it won't.
It will never. To get a chance at all 4 belts, that is for some people. Some people never even unify belts.
For real.
Some people never even win 2. Some people don't even win 1, much less 2, much less 3. They don't win none.
Yeah.
He had a chance at 4 and should have had 4. And they robbed this guy. Sorry for him. But yeah, man. But I don't want to sound like I'm agreeing with Tyson Fury, so I'm gonna have to take the opposite stance. Catterall was not robbed.
Well,
a nice evening, man.
Hey, much appreciation goes
Peace
out.
To everybody.
Much appreciation goes out to the Iron Kong, our man in the Caribbean. You know what? We're at 1 hour, 35 minutes. Nice of you all to join me. I think we've had a nice convivial evening of light entertainment, merriment. Respect to Raph, Kong, and the chat. A nice convivial evening of entertainment, merriment, and repartee. Where else? Where else can you get this shiznix for free? Well, don't worry. Starting a membership thing. You'll still be able to watch it for free. But you can upgrade and become a member. And that way you're supporting the channel. That way you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get your portion of the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. What else do I want to say? I wanted to talk about, all right, let me do this. Let me finish the show like this then. We ain't quite done yet because I had it on my mind. I had the mental list. It's not a written list. It's a mental list. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. How are we going to do this? That's that there. Can I get rid of that? Don't want to get rid of that. Don't want to get rid of that. Don't want to get rid of that. What's the options? I think I'm going to have to go here. And I think I'm going to have to go. What are we gonna do? Do I really want to do this? I ain't got time for this, man. I ain't got time for this. We'll do this the next show. It was not boxing related. So don't worry. You ain't missed out on any boxing chat, but it's something that I was contemplating bringing up. But you know what? It's a late, what is it? 23, 22. The Raphie got to get up bright and early in the morning. And I suspect some of you may also need to get up bright and early in the morning. So, you know, we're going to leave that. It's nice and tidy. It's 1 hour, 38 minutes. We've been live. Big shout out. Hold on. Oh, this scroll up. It's scrolling up now. Slowly but surely. Oh, there we are. Big shout out to the Kent S who came through with a nice little donation. Much appreciated. Okay. But in the meantime, Mr. Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are